Hey, it's Michael J, and I've arrived in Ashland, Oregon for the Shakespeare Festival. I'm going to see a bunch of shows, and I'm staying at the 1925 Ashland Springs Hotel right behind me here. This hotel opened in 1925 as the Lithia Springs Hotel, and at the time, it was the tallest building between Portland and San Francisco. Before I mess it up too much, I better show you my room. It's a really nice hotel, but the rooms are really small. That's what you get when you go to a hotel that was built in the 1920s, I guess. But they're smaller rooms than I usually find in New York even. So front door, little closet, bathroom. You can see how much space there is between the bed and the side of the room here from wall to wall. Very small. I have a lovely view of, not much, the side street, around the corner. And you get a little chair, and a little dresser, TV, a little refrigerator, and that's it. I love the really comfortable public spaces in this hotel. It's perfect for lounging, reading. They've got a wine bar going. They've got complimentary tea and coffee going. It is really nice. This hotel has gone through a couple of name changes over the years. It was changed to the Lithia Hotel, and then in the 1960s it was called the Mark Antony to relate to the growing Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the most recent renovation of the place was in 1998, and we get the Ashland Springs Hotel. Lark's is the hotel restaurant, and the food is fantastic, and the ambiance isn't bad either.
Like when we start moving right up.
Somebody might be able to do your internship here. Because we upload so many videos that we don't have time to do.
I'm out on the patio this morning. It's a nice, cool morning, and I'm going to take a little tour of the park later, but I wanted to talk about Alice in Wonderland, which I saw last night in the Elizabethan Theater. It was very creative. There isn't much scenery because it's in that Elizabethan theater, so they only do just a touch of scenery. But the costumes are magnificent. They weren't exactly based on the drawings from the Alice in Wonderland book, but the silhouettes were the same, and yet they did their own thing with them. I thought it was really creative. What I don't really get about Alice in Wonderland is, well, I get it. It's nonsense, a string of nonsense events, but by the end of the whole thing, I kind of go, okay. So there isn't a lot of dramatic anything there, but it was a lot of fun, and really, really creative, and I'm glad I saw it. Here are more of the hotel's wonderful public spaces. They also serve what they call a continental breakfast, but I would say it was a full breakfast. There was everything you could possibly want at the breakfast. It seems odd to be seeing the musical Hairspray at a Shakespeare Festival, but they've been doing that kind of thing lately. They've done Oklahoma and Beauty and the Beast, so is Hairspray, and it was fantastic! It was really, really good. Now, the person who played Motormouth Mabel got a standing ovation in the middle of the second act after her song. It was incredible. I've never seen that. I saw that show twice on Broadway. That character never got a standing ovation in the middle of the second act, but it was so much fun. The cast was a little bit reduced. The scenery was simpler than the Broadway production by far, but really worked well and was kind of strangely creative in a way that surprised me for how simple it all was. But it was fantastic. So, if you're coming to Ashland, Oregon, don't miss Hairspray because it is worth it. The people in it are perfect. So, All's Well That Ends Well was a lot of fun, but as one lady said on her way out of the theater, boy, that was convoluted. Which it really is. I mean, Shakespeare's brilliant in so many ways, but not always in writing the structure of a story that you can follow very easily, and in this case, that's definitely what it is, convoluted. But it was very creative, and I laughed a lot. So then there was a new play, Mother Road, which is kind of a sequel to The Grapes of Wrath. In a way, it's way off in the future and deals with the relatives of that family going across the country from the Dust Bowl to California, and a sort of new take on that. And I thought it was fantastic. Really enjoyed it. So those were my shows, and of course I had a fantastic stay at the Ashland Springs Hotel. Highly recommended. I leave you now with the serenity of Ashland Creek.